for a Black Queens or more bonuses on. And then daily graphic a day about Black Queens put bonus role aside ahead of Egypt clash. Now omo can say omo bonus now a wafcon Morocco di omo ekoye $9,500 per person. And buy a momoko kan minister say na wuku one ma woman na wo mesike di wanim dia won kan hu se he mo ye de na it's so easy to replace you. Nti wa won no free honum na ko. And be say, "Hey minister, na my way the next day ba ma asam de dia ye ni en sadan ko honum ba gudie ma ba nke black stars de dia nke ne ye dimbika omubo wa na nke ye so. And be say minister kan sa dia wa nya de. Wo ha say de ma misa.
Abina.
Honorable.
Black Stars games omo abo make I say yes Makobi me DHU. I've never personally supported any team that I have done to the Black Queens. Yep. Since I'm a minister, if there is any team omuenya me support personally, me yinia buying aye edia mohun, me yinia maybe ministry, you know, any maybe FA and others aye, me personally.
Wow.
Me ankasa me bottom ska more than $10,000. Media
Black Queens.
Black Queens. Abra ye Morocco for the women's AFCON.
Nani ebe then now.
Me to anamo eko mu training any of mu games. Portia mu captain na ono wache wo team no say since I ono sha say obo Black Queens from the time now oye just a member of the team till say obey captain and all onhu minister what show interest ewo omu team omu training any omu bibia what show that presence like I have done because meaning say yes women's football may not be as of the higher adrenaline level to say men's football now so there is so much in nita yehwe ni yie eho na ochina football no eho na ewo because memma de no ya akakọ say apim emade no still no ewo form enti opportunity wo ho a ye be ye niam bebre.
It doesn't mean say a ministry name show interest and I say everybody show interest
well,
in that.
Everybody has shown interest to the level obitimi show. Sometimes one kasa so say wo so we ye bibia say you are determined to do something for mine. That one, no doubt about that. Akoye so unfortunate. Say omu ye nya omu eye in terms of deciding say now omu go training until we intervene enra omu go training.
No, but no people can see fire full pine shine ben.
No, that's not the case. You see, ye were benefits ye de ma players no. They were in categories.
Okay.
There were bibia ye friend no per diem. Eno. Ya friend will say bra. Na bebo ball no. Because of freya ya friend no. Edabia ye desa sika na ye den. E de maw. Ye ndi obi aka.
Ewe no ne ho.
Ewe no no.
Okay.
Ena ye wo bibi so a ye friend no bonus. Ejuma obeye ye no. Say sometimes edem fasuo bi ebreya ya yen hihye bi ato ho say sam fasuo na eba yenti ye de bibi say ede be maw eno ne bonus no ebi wo ho a for some levels ye wo sports na ye different ebi awo nia ede ba for example say Black Stars kwa akobo bibi omu ye bibi a the level of attraction any nia edebeba no different from say starlets kwa akoye bibi na satellites kwa akoye bibi the same with male and female so there was a certain bonus structure there was bonus in the qualifier say Yeboah say ye qualify at the tournament and na was bonus ebe free out of tournament no so aye den aba woko tournament na we ya ade a the expectation is say ade a we ye no omo organize tournament no so omo so wo bibi a omo de ma enti say sa ade no so enya mba ya sometimes you don't get your bonus. For example, for Black Stars say omubo World Cup qualifiers a your mine de enti ya na ye be pay sika e dia amon bonuses abra omubo qualifiers no.
Okay.
Omunya qualify wie pe FIFA e sika bi beba even before a tournament no kra e be share.
Okay.
So out of that money na e ba no ye yibi e de ye niama bi including the appearance inma yeta e de ma from time to time. Black Queens for the year ye call for African competition yi. Me owo say e bakura no enya mbaye
oh emaye
embaye
oh
kobo kra embaye kobo kra embaye
ono bo no mo ya we say mbaye
well they know we've told them all this kobo kra embaye nanso omai no aspene omai ne sika edi etia huge per diems accommodation healthcare washing of clothes and all the communities I will say yeah obi obia per diem ka per diem na yesa o mo de ye bibio because we duane we bibia o minor take care of and per diem na ye just for the invitation bonus na enya ma ye no so ye wo tournament bonus and ye wo qualifying bonus ye ndi obia ka for the qualification processes so as far as bonus ye concerned e kana aba because o say ye so say o mine we are under an IMF program everywhere things are hard but abano born home money to make sure say every area is getting what is due it
enti sisi asemiti de wo kan yi na esese ye di sikane bansa na mo bonus
abana ye na adwunkra say obetua
internet say ba na aban ne di ahye
exactly ye ba na ye di ahye but it goes through processes.
Okay.
Yedi kan aban yen hihye ma aban releases cry for group stage bonus. But bonus no yentia until say ye be wie tournament no na ya ba na ya choro no in checks.
Diama obia.
Diama obia. Ta na ye no. But aban the kind release a bonus component for the group stage. Na ye 4,500
per person.
Say omu wini omu matches ni nyina 3 matches no match bia ye 1,500.
Oh okay.
Omu wini only 1 match. And now omu ye entitled to just 1,500. But osan say omu san ko wini omu quarter finals no. Me can say we will treat the qualifying stage no as if say omu wini omu matches ni nyina.
That's 4-5 no.
4-5 ni nyina ye de be ma ho. Yeah, 1,500. They won only 1 match. Agreement they say we win a match, we benya bonus for it. Now so we win only 1 match and do 1. But aban na dream say because you won your quarter finals, so group stage no kra no. You didn't has be ma. That is honoring you. Adding another 3,000 to your money that you are not due.
And no more tia da na fe na
mo yentua eno so yentua e na make say aban release me case ya send me so but estimates are efi e de breye yeso ye hu krata e de come aban for approval no omuyi a significant expenditure bi every sa estimate no hu enti omukodru Morocco ho approval no ba ye no ansa na omu hu say significant expenditure no omu yi free estimate no tournament no so koso ya boss aka no ato ho enye sa there's no way ombemaye we had a game against Morocco at the semi-finals now what it your mumai wodeka adia omudi beyew so I gave approval say omu go ahead na nya omu fan share ehia se o say yitua no ye after all no bonus no ye nya ntua no wo Morocco ho ye be tournament na sana na omonfe no mfa ntietia sa kana omonfa nhye. That was how we spent that group stage bonus. But even in that case, no, say, I have done every documentation and submitted to government to justify why we needed extra money. And also I go through the approval processes. Approve it.
No approve it.
Approve it. Say, look, government have approved. And the payment in the and they say finance be then be so. Now release authorization to the controller and accountant general. Now controller and accountant general here then releases canon to the ministry. Now yensu ye tuemu. Enti eno de enye process so long. Enti munsa be then beka musika. Munko train. After all, President Mahama Baye no a coach for ya fa won ejuma before onuba be mampini a binder than a pamu won kra no ye de won ka no waba betua sa aka ni nyina almost $1 million waba be clear sa aka no nyina na ewo ho so say waba ama ya clear sa aka ya enyo no na breso na ban breso na e kan ba ye no adentina mo a mokobo game ewo na breso no ye ntua musika emam enti mamu nkoye bibia ebe sai mudin. We had that engagement, we had agreement, at least at the level of our meeting, we were satisfied. Because, now, near FA president, any Mr. Stanti meeting, say, okay, we should meet the captains as we always do. Say, yes, successful. And sana, ye be elevate at the end, say, ye share team. But we were successful. Okay. They agreed, so they could go and have engagement with because nyame kachire won na abaye den ewu. So we left there, we continued. Even I was the last person say me sorry cry if my kunyanum enti that girl I was see a friend saying Abigail and Susu and Bibisa the video be na odi intro bare face lie. Now so we share the name sometimes apa say obehu a lady telling so much lies with confidence.
They intro.
To the extent, see, the minister stormed out. The minister was the last person to even get up from his seat.
Hey,
understand? I mean, ladies, no cry. Omwa soya, omwa sisa, nkunya na omote sono. Na nkunya no park no some smaller room, conference room. Omwa soya de. I was still seated, so my chair was not even moved.
But prior to that, and
Debbie. I mean, for this period, but Morocco, no, or no so by. And I even granted them interview.
So,
I don't know how you could lie like that and lie with confidence. So, we didn't throw with confidence, sir. Well, such people, no. Next time you can't even tell what it is that they will do. Me adie ba kwa say wo ka sema wonim. Now utumika maybe based on ya wotie. Now one man crofo hu say oh die atesen. But wo ka sem na wo sense subium. Wo demonstrate as if say wo adie no wo ho ana ukura video ana audio evidence bi. No. Look, ye pie no. Na ye hu baby even the captain and the 2 deputies no crowd. So we're even calling them. No, we say now omo share some smaller room.
Why so for almost na fe de na mo wie mo mo
yeah, so ye gina ho na ye hu say another Queen's player no na we see from Stella Nyamiche. And Alex cry introducing it say oh no, I have some minister I know Minister Medimensa share the coma ye nanti even to the reception. Ye jina ho ye din komo all true. Tell say FA president any the other the captain the 2 deputies omo ye then omo kra be fa bibia na ye jina ho omo call FA president ni kan chen e wo gate nanu. Enti mi ni Stella na ye jina ho din komo tell say Stella draw me attention say or treatment room. And time yeah, awesome. And I greeted her and then she left. Then I continued. And Alex introducing me to the technical team members now. Also, I know all of them because you know Morocco. So me one and I made me go through me car me call. So how can this be a minister stormed out of them and told them in the face say parking co.
Do you think so will be SHA no instigated just to make you unpopular?
Well, say me you can't make me unpopular.
Okay.
Me like a custard seed that we piano cry ye there.
Wow.
So that one, anyone who has that agenda on free na dream. Because one thing about me, adia meye ewo kukuemu between me and one person. Ni ameye ewo abontin. Ni ameka between two of us adia mitimi aka ewo abontin so clearly you can't run me down. You can't run me down. And I reason through before me take a decision. I don't just take decisions just out of no. Me yes sir.
Isn't it just a one can baby da say woman pack your money ma.
No, say me person woman pack your money ma. In the first place, you know, I didn't think I me driving. Me too fifie. Me nkwan no guard, no driver, nothing. I drove myself. To hotel now more. Say na Kwaku catch us so mum parking free honko. Enunti na me drive free to go and tell them so mum parking free honko. Like I'm saying, say we got the clear understanding. Say and I told them, I say, me, I'm the minister. Mampini and we him to represent him. And enye mampini no say obaha. And me na maba because I am the one responsible for sports. Niedi Kanu was the FA president. And in Omwaba, from report, asem no mwamfa ejuma. So now it has reached my term, say member. I know, captain, who any deputies, you have the confidence of within other team members, the 19 others or the 19 others or 18 others. You have their confidence. So you can go and explain to them and tell them, say, me say Omunsabe Skano. No, mo per se, me mohon date. I say, you know what? Say, me say, be Monday, and I be next week Monday, and I be Wednesday. Maybe na ama. Now, Kwaku say, me your truthful. And me kasa, me share nra, any ochina. I'm assuring you, say, you bet you amo. In a time, and you bet you amo so mo benya the value of the money, whether in dollar or whatever thing. Because I feel there no mu bisa say, abra na sikano say ebano na dollar ye 12 CD. I feel there
I call 11.
I call 11.
Rate be na mo be payment na.
Well, from the law you pay a current rate.
Okay. Because
the only reason here ye kuti sa sikano in dollars so that ye insisi obiya so that because easier because we could quote in CD now like the way the CD is appreciating nanka ya Kwaku quote say oh yeah be ma maybe abra na 17 CD na ya Kwaku quote na in CD na ba benya ahode then you would have been cheating us by so much. Okay. So we use a certain international currency.
Okay.
But when you say in that international currency, we only pay you the CD
equivalent.
Because the movement of the strength of the CD, any nyama affected the inflationary rate, any nyama war.
Okay.
Because fuel have come down. Certain goods and services also are then above. So you are also benefiting from the strength of the CD also in many other ways. So I know they may catch them say, they can always take their tickets to their banks and prove say they are traveling out and they have a certain minimum amount of USD or bank then and they will get it at the bank rate, the prevailing bank rate. So Ubia and then and Lucy
BPA.
But they will be paid.
Okay.
And we got that agreement and we left. So Omuko share the general team no and I but at least at the end of the day enra Omuko training.
Training. Okay.
So meaning say whatever it was, it worked. Other later say Andre Dede Ayuso anyone kokasai. And I believe say the type of engagement on also on 1 year would have impacted and also then Yeboah. So we are happy for the atmosphere. And then the first leg, we scored 3 goals. Egypt into me then and respond the anti-Kabia. We hope say Eneso, despite all these situations now, on one training for even 2 days, any negativity abreo musono will still go in there with the maximum support and also bebo no year almost besa then enya good goals to qualify, because at the end of the day idea how more that's your career also. Like I told them, sometimes who group no more, once you think group you must also think about your section. Normally BBC players and then the coach mostly gets singled out and mentioned for whatever good or bad that happens. And the one sheni na wukotie obi onye player and now onye leader of the team. Na mukoye bibia forever your name will be mentioned for the wrong reason. And the man nkonkoye bibi because on minor the oka ba me so minor bitua. But wukoye bibi says here now a call into the records you tell we are sadie no empepa and free holder.
Say the bonena da holder. Now honorable ye can DCC sorry. Remember no so when say similar incident is 2014.
Yeah, exactly.
And this yin so mo baba beko nti mo put measures be in place a bet me a kebia and also escalating konkodu say.
There are a lot of reforms Igusua
okay.
And there will be more moving forward because the a small committee are yet to be inaugurated. Me pese omo chinkrofo adwen na omo fa recommendation embre me na me hu se nia me dwen no eni nia omo betie from various people, any groupings sanetia in terms of how we also enumerate athletes, any officials in such a way say yembo o man ka beyond nia o man betumi aye den abo ana o man betumi esua and yemma athletes no so embre na onya nia o say onya out of nebrea obrey. So we want to do something honorable for all sports, not just football.
Okay.
So that nya yenya any nia ye spend no ebeye at least enye pepepe kura the ma will be near to bitter. And I will look at the best practices internationally. And then my mind bebre. What is the structure of per diem payment, bonus payment? And then is it the way we do it? Then we look at it and improve. So that we put systems in place. Who are we already say now these are the conditions. And right from the word go no win him. Ubeba na waba. Maswa na yehu. Because when you say na ye jaya de no sa nipa no be wremu wi a ye do stage bi a fe de one year say ya me yen say na the problem eba. So we will make sure things are clearly stated. And no there ambiguous. Okay. So I am going to have engagement with the especially the FA, in our case, in the Ghana Football Association for Omuna Yede and national teams and so I'm going to have clear engagement with them. Say this is the position of government as far as A, B, C, D are concerned. And the Mukocha Mobefa and now Mwafan Munkanchen or inviting the players so Mumma Ubie who say these are the conditions. We are ready and willing bra. We are ready so for this condition then maybe because any nia on mine ebetumi aye.
Okay. I think says I'm making name so clear say obi abo better no abo yenya ntie say we say e ba no a payment structure of all national teams na mo baba be review. Does it mean say we buy no irregularities being tina ema sa review e because one?
Well, not necessarily say irregularities. But bibia we no up till a certain point here say review be then bebem only even where you are even seeing success krano ubetumi a review am when you even more success.
Okay.
So looking at reviewing because you for example Argentina, like what happened, well, it used to happen before. So you need proper system of payment that is your cash. And you say you physical cash. Even per diem kra, you the better players on more account.
Okay.
And here say, I feel no be kra bag. Say be $100,000 say you call competition be I know you per diem because you your tabletop and your mbeba no now I can okay oh dear $200 oh dear $150 oh sign every day bia and maybe after a number of days you know then ya carbon okay we dear no because 5 days na we be di and 7 days na we be di enti we dear no 1,150 now no we should improve. It should be possible say in the smart world no you benya even cards you this can no better so na you the amount and these are some of the things I agree with be part of the conditions.
Okay.
And wo baba be ye bibi amon man na we him say look we pay DM no you the better card so e the amount you infa physical cash bia enfa amount maybe these are the conditions in the usage of the card. A, B, C, D. Maybe ebetumi aye ejuma e wo ha, ebetumi aye ejuma e wo ha, entumi nye ejuma e wo ha. Now we hu because service provider no ono so make country na ye hu so that also the card na money pa na onim say okay card here ye dey ma no ebe ye ejuma wo Europe. Ebe ye ejuma wo America. Enye ejuma wo maybe Africa, enye ejuma e wo Asia and so on and so forth. And na ebe ye ejuma wo bebia. Ye di say to so amount for the start and at every stage you know yebema on bank no allow sika egusu depending on what it is that you have read. At least here kono maybe say a tournament a group stage you know you name the number of days yebedi kan allow there no e wo so uko group stage na uko winima na ye calculate na ye de ni aka no so to so nobody will have to be carrying cash around and or you better say sika na yira na me free fee no na $300,000 me got na airport no bag na me kura no eno na me fa na so afi de me kodru mi hotel me bie so no na sika na me hu sa in this modern time no we shouldn't be going through all these processes.
It is actually when you na be take effect say mo call World Cup na appearance fee ni nyina e ka ho bia na
I'd wanted well me nim payments are be me ti hey the yentina one review. I don't know about whether government position will be say yitia appearance fees are now yitia appearance fees are now yitia this or yitia that. It will be a decision na yena collectively no yebeye. At this moment no. Yen minim.
No,
because you take any decision.
Why na say kwa last minute na fi players na from be drag you fit say.
Well, I can assure you say last minute.
Say no na 2014
no, last minute. That one I can assure you say last minute.
Okay.
Because there are processes in place.
Okay.
And when I make I say ya take be son could be a omu year recommendations for us. They have before end of November to submit report. And your report in Yabape, the next is implementation.
Okay. People can say Ghana qualify for World Cup. But for being so any coach no performance until the can say oh coach Otuado mom pamano na mkofa for from we take wo ho NSA.
Well, Abna, fortunately and unfortunately no me na me sector minister. So me koka BBC here. Now Kwaku to say that becomes the position that may be canvassed and pushed. So I'm still meaty. Currently, currently, on my Ghana senior national team Black Star your coach. All the technical department is filled. And then coach no contract. So if the contract is up for review, all the stakeholders na yebishia aye ho review. But nia go for Canada yate. What? Ebi wo ho a out of emotions. No modeka. Ebi wo ho so a out of data bi eno modeka. Ebi wo ho so a out of knowledge of certain things eno modeka. So ni nyina no yebetie. Yebeye ho analysis and will surely arrive at a decision na ebema oman no yakoyenim. Enye nia ebetwi yakoyichi.
Me tia sama wo kasese onobo. Time I qualify, you know. Ebi de beto oh minister crack kan se coach no onye good nti ye nyine free hodom. Ene ye de ye tete ye. Na wo asese ya osese wo kan bibia e be kwa koye se ye stanza mu take into any decision no mu take e be say oh no wo push.
The minister has been very very clear say I am not we have won, we have qualified. We've won a number of our games. I'm happy for that. But it doesn't mean say make us say everything is excellent.
Excellent. Okay.
Me a teacher. Between marke abofra bia obenya 80/100 make us say room for improvement.
When you 80/100
80/100 not me aka say because nipa no the capacity any situation na ye dey no to so say that nka obetumi akwa even up to 90.
Okay.
Obisu in that same arena no benya be maybe 70/100 make us say excellent because onoso na minim the capacity before any near environmental nipa no e dey ye ejuma so 70 na nipa no nya ye no it means say nipa na put a lot of effort to reach that point. This one had 80. I'm happy but I'm not satisfied.
Okay.
This one has 70 and I would say excellent. Because I know a lot of so I know and we all review game after game. Even the coach himself will tell you, say, oh, this game I saw these laps. Maybe a better way to improve in the next game. So that's okay.
And so more qualified, but you're not satisfied. And yes,
I am happy we have qualified. But that does not mean say everything was cool. I expect the coach to do a lot more.
Okay.
Because Yeboah World Cup, you see, qualifiers, who born within a group and within a zone. They say Africa, right? Or match into groups. And to me, lucky. Now we could group maybe with style of play any omodieno Emma we have superior advantage over them. But we call World Cup ye Kwaku mix with the Asians, with the Europeans, with the South Americans, North Americans, and what have you. Ye ko mix nyina ama and then who ball against maybe an Asian country. China who could ball against an European country. Another time who could ball maybe against South American and North American country. Almost style maybe different. So a hono reading of the game must be different. So you know room for especially some department of the technical area to say video analyst. An area I will say yes, Mudin.
Okay.
I don't think that we should go to World Cup with 2 video analysts. If I have my own way, the minimum I will say the corner should be 4.
Oh. Yeah. I don't want to know all the technicalities now.
To me analyze player by player, the style of play, team. Share videos, no more analyze team almost style. No more note coach, so that the coach will model the training.
Okay.
To me analyze individual player. No more catch the coach, The senti coach for responsibility say this player you must always be on him. Won't say ujina say be around because the movement in enti onu gina ho a na another player the far left over ni chi a mun check sa player no so because the player may move over speed enti obe move very fast enti men ye wadu say wo be gina baby a no maybe move a small space ahead of him small so that we may have advantage over him.
Okay.
Video analysts do all the analysis, including one Kasasu videos, to show say, well, game here, boy, this and this is what you did, and or say you improve it. So they do a lot. Omuka, the coach, the performance. So if you don't strengthen that area, no, so it may impact on the performance of the coach.
Okay, now talking about a video analyst, do we have competent and enough video analysts?
Well, I think Pekwe and then his colleague are doing quite a fantastic job now. But we need to improve so that you be more to me analyze it even more.
Okay.
This year, World Cup, many teams have so far qualified. We should begin to analyze as many great footballing countries or videos as possible. Then ye ballot in on the 5th of December. Ye na ye group ye one. Na ye detailed analysis of an opponent in the group. Then we can pick on also individual strong players our team no. Especially strikers no.
Okay.
Because they will do the goal scoring. So you need to analyze them properly and see how dangerous they are and their movement. Almost set pieces. You have to analyze almost set pieces so that omunya any foul be within a certain range or say how to be able to counter because this is how they do their set pieces.
Okay.
So ningina eka football and of course your umpire so infantile team in each say yenina yakuma etechia papa betumi aye then epiaba and that is what I really would wish for.
Okay, on we to just say teams in local clubs what about 1 million Ghana cedis be among maybe say AGFA maybe say no abai no we minister here if we mo and a call mo
part of in Shishia when you say football is not run only by government and not even by government.
Okay.
Government beyen shishia ebeboa the growth of that sector. And to me beye minister na me say yen local na akofom. The FA is struggling to even get sponsorship. Now live broadcast of games na enkoso. So Mishia, my colleague former ministers Mama Yariga, Rashid Pelpo, Nilam Van der Poy, and a few others are in common. And I indicated, say, I want to pursue a journey of bringing on board DSTV.
Okay.
And and we analyzed it and thought that doable. Okay. So the majority leader echo announced our parliament. Say Ghana's league, you the call DSTV platform. So and I started meeting a number of groups who say the price now from DSTV too much of a burden, even though it creates a bigger platform. But even with quality production support, a local entity pushes. So we looked at the options that came around. Then Adisa production for Eddie Bibi Baya na good. So we looked at it, invited the FA on board because them American car, we do everything. Initially there were some challenges because now I'm also going to some arrangement with some other companies. We don't know how that was going to work out, but finally we agreed. We had series of meetings facilitated by myself and my colleague, the majority leader. We got chief of staff because cabinet.
Okay.
So I'll say even sports fund to support sports development generally. But whilst we wait to put the fund in place, the corporate should come on board to support. Indeed, CAF president ba Ghana yeko share mampini ewo ni fie no. Ade ba ko an say corporates, especially the public ones, to say GMPC, BOST, MP, and any of they must push support to sports.
Okay.
And your continuous stay in office, will be justified by how well you support the sports. And I'm peninsula upper sports because only what sports can do.
Okay.
That is why all can say maybe my buying size so any ministries you still saw him say he separated youth from sports. Once combining other ministries, or chair this one into two. Because only the importance of youth development and only the importance of sports and recreation.
Okay.
So a honor also you say, now then tina mampeni, ulti ministries so from 30 to 23. Now failure now we will separate it because he knows what can be done.
Okay.
With sports.
So
in free and budget. Direct budget allocation, but you are facilitating AMA. We've created a company out of that process, Adisa Production, a womb, GFA, a womb to run the system. So this company, Yamahona Quenya, say go look for money. And give to the clubs.
In a way, sponsorship and
so sponsorship and Edibeba. Sponsorship, enya maya the way I expect. You guswa yeni sponsors shisha. Ya one meeting. Ewo Kempiski. And ya another one so very soon. A lot of commitments have been made. So government is leading the charge to mobilize sponsorship that will go into a fund.
The government am a seed money in this
budget, for the 2026, government will give some money to that project. And America say that company we created, Bosia kahun mobilization kahun ni na kahun na yemfa ma dey say no baby am bosia ni free na company na ayeti ya no juma menye board member. But okay. There's a company omudi sa juma no so ma memfa wakwenya yi minim say e ko very far pa na means corporate Ghana both public and private say sports speaks to the heart. And it unites. It is for development and also a source of development. And the among supported sports, they haven't invested wrongly.
Okay.
So among supported this league, this Premier League year, Ejuma Yedi, because it will strengthen the league, it will keep quality, and you bet me keep and players main kakra. So that even the cost of running national team from. As we speak now, we only sometimes have about 3 or 4 local players in our team. All the rest, they won't free abroaching. And every time you have to fly them. Can you imagine say Bibri now or Ghana Hana say Kobo game or Accra? They only bus from this year or back camp.
Okay, now no company also Adisa. Any any GFA?
No, me say Adisa Production Limited. Any GFA together and the Makabum have for me the company.
The same.
Ghana Premier League Foundation.
Okay.
GPLF.
Ghana Premier League Foundation. Until now, no so obi pese obe disikano ebeshemua. Omo sa board of directors no babisi omo so na okohu GFA president. Obeje
me directed. Oba ministry wa you be directed. Oko FA you be directed.
Okay, I see.
But I'll provide the details of the other contacts before the end of the program.
Okay. No bona na no me colleagues ni bitina hasi ya na yeka. Mekai bongo na wono the view say bani players na wo mo mabo a qualify CC a wo ko World Cup no. Yebekwa kofa wo mo amano ne bi esanse beginning no ne efre bi ne bi mo drag mo fit o ma but sesi ya no mo qualify ne dey so mo show interest a mo pese mo banti e de na e be drop wo mo breye no e na me na mi nua ba oba me fi a kire ne enso so yesi debida de obre na wodie enti se mu timika se mu amo ball qualifier no ye drop mu akwakwofo obi a wan mere so onu momo nkonkonje glory e wo world cup dia na mo anya de enye bia minim se eda na watete bi ebinom church o madwene wa be fontentan so bebre wo behwe se ye be drop wo mo bre ye ball qualifier se kofa wo mo ama no ne mra.
Well, I wish say me na me coach. Me a coach no e de beba no na ye de be ye juma.
No na woni say wo.
Say as what?
Say
as obi a onim awa ye training goalkeeper na ye goalkeeping na
obi a wo na wo share the affairs ni nyina so bibi ni ye de beba beto wanim.
One thing, football eno an say wo form. Ye mompaye say players are ye the one ball qualifiers no they will continue to be in form. I say obi ampra.
Okay.
Say obepra either ne tendon mana ni bibia anti ahonde a ewo ne nan mu no enhyeda enni ho sabium because say nipa no nya fita untumi mfa nipa no enko because obo qualifiers. Say nipa no ne form waba form afedie ontumi ye nia na oye abra wode no call wode no bo qualifiers na nyina so the coach would have to what make a recommendation. So ye kasa from our hearts, from our emotions and also ye mompaye emasa players he say mo bia anye den impra mo bia so ne career no enye den enko nenim
nti nema wa list memo bi empra obi anya form na ne career enko enim
na ne career enko
say ejinemu a
so mo jinemu a so mo jinemu na say they are still the best. Why should you go for any other person?
Okay,
I don't think I was say Kofi obi. But every Ghanaian has a chance to play in a Ghana's national team at any stage and at any time.
Even when you needed a person or makra na or chance.
I am not the coach. Me kon kofre obi a nipa no. E na coach so me kan kire me say.
Emotions e ka ho.
Tie, coach so me kan kire me say, my friend ni pay e na nipa no say.
Wama.
Memma. Enti wo so kona koye say obenya nipa na wo nya nipa no. So me ntumi metena ha emfa obi na sema ono aka. Emfa nya asem. Because the coach, since I became minister, has not told me, say, I tried this player, and the player said no.
Okay.
The FA president has not told me, say, I called this player, or the coach called this player, Wamba, or the catch me so me try here, Nipano say, member. So, since they haven't told me, me are making kind of social media, and me the year Juma, not my Yeboah. Because just yesterday, Abigail Susu and no media so all can say the minister stormed and told the Black Queen so and so. Ebi no di ejuma. Me share on comments na like say they didn't even wait to even check cross check to listen. Now omo de number omo de here enti say me so me betena ha na me based on nyankrofo aka say ya frey you say omba ya say nipa no say omba na me de ka asema I'm the minister. And to make us say then nimuti. So I won't shut the door on anybody.
Okay.
It is the coach that will recommend based on the formation of say obo any the quality of say odeko. I don't want to interfere in that.
Okay.
But as near hear me to true say and say discipline in the team.
Okay.
And no, we all must contribute to it. To have discipline in the team. So as minister, I am interested in discipline in the team. As coach, I also pay a disciplined team. As FA leadership, I also pay a disciplined team to manage. So as minister, let me be careful about my comments on Inyama. I was saying me train for the technical people to make a recommendation before I had be juma. Maybe your recommendation ekoye near one pair. Then we now as heads, policy heads, or say ye kwanya ye befa so manage ama abina na one person sa die na ebe koso no ye hu say or say sa die yi koso enti ekwan ben na ye befa so ama abina so aye den enyanti ase say or say ye adie no say so that ibetumi aye then akoyenim. That becomes our responsibility. But say I'm already stating a certain position, taking a certain line. That's say ochina ekobano say maybe nia meka ye na abemu a na nia wo ka ye ambemu a me ba wenim say me be kasa wuntie mi. Wo be ka say me koye nia mepe enti kona koye wade ana say nia meka ye ambemu so na the opposite na ba ya nkofo be ka say o nipa no kra onim ne djuma a oye okasa rough.
Okay.
I don't want to fall into that situation.
Okay, honorable. And then see, sports and recreation. Sports and the inim. No recreation. No, what I remember.
Well, recreation. No, say, you was sports be while you practice sports now. For the competitiveness of it, and now elite situation of it, like. For football, say like the way near Black Queens for don't say competition. I can't see a partner course competing seriously. But recreation no idea say more of agro any like ye di agro. More of the competition.
Okay.
Adia ye say ye benya ni gie wo mo enche da nye say ye ko chinchina ye be ye bibia obi aye in the competition world say me no say me din kunim. Yes, okay. It generates a certain level of recreation, can generate some rivalry, it can generate some competition, it can generate some laugh, but at the end of the day, and to say,
no, mild.
Mild.
Okay.
And to say, Kotokoni has a Kwaku, and House of Lions has a Kwaku, and now Hohwe United in Pandu House of Lions, a Kwaku, no, and Idiot to say, and also. Ni aye for say ya pomuden hu be a bit more better. Nancy I will share in your area non communicable nipa fa hu ewu no adoso dodo. In Ghana here is over 40%. And I will bet here even young people cry then heart attack, diabetes. Sani amania me ya nanka yenta yentino fidi ababe so komo. Ebiso if you do ania and see or say a bit more active.
Okay.
So or your ministry no a creative platform ebema nipa aye active. Clubs, fan clubs, walks, general who creative platform. Nkofo bi wo ho one creative platform on their own. Omo nya in physical exercise that. Nipa no sorry fifia or dware wo air conditioned bathroom. Upia the dressing room air condition. Baby I take breakfast air condition. Now I got na car no air condition. Obedu in the office air condition. Upon no san go back to that same sedentary life. No active life situation. Na nipa no nam ho a obeti no na you say oh na ye ne na ye nam how. So we want to do this to improve also on yen health. Wellness.
Okay.
Anything recreation and wellness. No. So maybe koye afashie bi so a ye de eno so aka ho so that it adds to the value of togetherness.
Okay. Now a big so say it's a sports side no. Akoye football ne boxing no. Ese we hono me de sheda nya active sama even boxers yi bi kwa no mo hwehwe mo nkwa. Ebi na wo kan ye well-being no. Yare wabi wonma a higher point. Just in no serious ama even the boxers na nkompo social womonkwa.
Well, you are right. Say Oveka say sports na kwako yet to say as if say just football. Because that is what gets discussed most of the time. We can't take that away.
But say boxing no more attractive tin na discuss football.
Well, it is say politics. Oba Ghana ha NDC ni MPP nkwana we discuss it. And don't say there are not many other parties. Because we are just saying if you discuss the other parties na nipa hin omu betie. Omu a wo pese omu tie no. Omu in NDC and in MPP. So they are the ones who sometimes initiate will be able to push a certain agenda and traction. So they will get the biggest platform. And don't say the other parties are important or say on platform. The same thing with sports. Football will remain the top food sport because omo packaging ye.
Okay.
Omo packaging in such a way say even amaya in the past no omo shut down football as something aye omo main sport no ene omo agi football atum. Uko US we say omo agi football atum because that has become the sport that have been pushed to that very higher level. So you will continue to get that. But that doesn't mean say the other sports, the athletics, the hockeys, the boxing. Enyadi I say yedi eni ekoso because abofra bia want the talent. And as policy makers, we say you create this opportunity for everybody. And unti Uba ministry says here, adie ba kwa medi meni esi super na say ye be multi-purpose complexes ubenya basketball pitch or volleyball, handball, tennis. Ni nyina ewo within and just a matter of marking.
Okay.
The same pitch one ubetumi mark it for volleyball, basketball, handball and so on and so forth.
Okay.
And you per se ye lead this process so that young people no omo benya akwenya. We're not going to be investing in stadium, but we invest in good pitches also. Because uko villager, uko to me jina ho game even gravel pitch. And they say what to me here pitch ni ye krama hona even without seat krana omo ball no omunya good pitch mo baller so that everywhere they go they will have the same pitch in ebeboa sports development.
I see.
So enoni yen focus but yanyambwa all this cannot be done by government abankwa. We need corporate support.
Okay.
Both private and public.
Okay. Honorable.
Yeah, sports fund so amunye na amun support na yenya sky wo na yen fan support both the athletes development and infrastructure development.
Okay, mi jawa mawako ba sama me de e chatwo. Menim se o manfo dodo na ye krado a mo hwe ni mo se Mexico, Canada and USA. More measures be put in place to support and facilitate or more visas and someone. And honorable Samuel Uku, I can say, as a some more party supporters, the opportunity now to do na modi or more cocoa share work up. And yes,
why we
more a lot of the service.
My Sakasa ne kasa no hunti.
A hunti.
Debbie.
As a more kind.
We don't expect yem minds and the whole idea and say or kabibi edi egu team, especially the NDC supporters say abane ye na adwin say maybe or ye bibia boa or mining na party for na fa ho ebufu. Look, it's not possible say maybe who call World Cup kra utumi di nipa even maybe more than 1,000 and 2,000 beko even in a situation ye face challenges near Trump you don't expect to be able to but ya yen shishie Asha Seama, you share the representative of the Canadian embassy, any America, Mexico, Yeboah. You know, Asha say, Edin Komo, you say, you nipa dodoa, omu expect say, be free, but me free Ghana ako for the World Cup. Now, yes, so, ya yen share are creating, are approving maybe some service providers. And think California careful. You qualify the measure say omu jiji sika free nipa wo say oh me de mubeko World Cup. Me na me sports minister ni Ada na ni say oh say yemfa ni pay say mbra. Men tuya sika mu bia for anything. Men tuya sika ma. Say yes certifying crofo omu beboa arenda those services na ye de betudwa.
Okay.
Mo betu no UTV ha. And they say one ti wo UTV and no kire say enye no kore.
Okay.
Obi ko ye the Facebook post e wo baby na o use maybe minister foreign affairs in the picture and our minister of sports and our GFA president in the picture now wa chiro ni din as if say ono na omu tua sika ni we afi de na omu akọhwehwe wo number omu frɛ wo say me tua sika na ma abra na wo kotua no so wan frɛ ni pam
to be saying
so omunti announcement no from UTV omu hu say enye no kore men konko hwe bibi e wo bi ni Facebook Messenger na wa chat o pese o ko America na okay minister ni aid enti fasika say bra wo name protocol officer enkoka as if no wo a wo be yes no mem frame later me complain say we tua bibi
okay
am obi
okay
so but ye be ye nia ye betumi
okay
ama ya boa Ghana for na mo akọhwe sa games no
na more in mind the number of people are more expected so mbekwa
well first and foremost no say ye hu omudodo a on person ombema akwenya say ombeko because every country control the numbers on person omura omumem so they would have to give to all the qualifying countries plus the other onkofa on person omuba ye hu enu wi then we can sit down and do the analysis now ya the mix of corporates we or may imagine say they want to sponsor. And you maybe a person you sponsor nipa 200 ministry no monhwe na monye hu bibi na yenya sa nipa 200 no maybe or some youth some farmers baby some this category of persons musu munye nipa enfambra we are still receiving all those indications
and our cases so monye no political
no. Why should they be political? Okay. Supporters are pie bar stadium are support team no to play no. Nobody came there in party colors.
Okay.
Yeah, appear as citizens of this. Samia Ukuna Okojoin Sama Oka 2018. Say omo the MPP from Kwano omo de beko Russia. Uhuni anyame ye. Yintumi an qualify for that World Cup. Since I share say from 2000 because we dream Bonia Yankupon ma NC at that level. Since 2006 I share say ye call World Cup. It was only 2018 I yintumi anko. Because sa sema ordinary no ko ka ye no na ye numie na ye boni. And Yankupon pese EBC we couldn't qualify for the World Cup. But subsequently obi an kasa no we say 2022 ye ko ye.
Okay.
So sa adia o kanu boni ogusu kasa e be affect ni political party forever enti onja sa kasa
internet say once adi bi ho no say ye be ye ne sa but men for no kama ne mba bontene
men ye kura
okay
adia won ye no men fa wa no
okay honorable Yeboah ya be show pa I was so
I'm a long time firm about me introducing obetra ha o mbe hunu
okay we say for honorable Kofi Adams minister for sports and recreation saso and MP for Buim constituency na ne ye ne na twetwe nkomo minim se won semo na ehye wutima na se wo wa no opese obi se honorable yi ni na anodia maguso ahye adechon so my den hutia we ba busiafo anasa bedwafo ebetena se ye me edi Ghana ho nkomo ko bebia ye beba sisia